What's up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube Stando TV here, of course, keeping you guys in the know. And as E3 is starting to wrap up press conference wise, Sony, wow, you guys blow me away with what you guys did tonight. I was wondering how you guys would respond to Microsoft kicking your teeth in a little bit with the Xbox Scorpio announcement, and you handled that really well by not responding. Matter of fact, I thought you guys had probably the best presentation throughout E3, and I will explain why, so don't worry about that. But one thing that I noticed through y'all's through Sony's presentation was a live orchestra. And that they performed through the entire thing. They set the mood and the tone for all the games that were shown, playing the soundtrack for the show. That was incredible. I was totally into that. So props to Sony. But let's get into the meat of things. What did they show? What was really cool about Sony's press conference is they didn't talk a whole lot. Matter of fact, they just let the games do the talking for them, and they showed a tremendous amount of games and a lot of exclusive games that you can only play on PlayStation, much like this one. What a way to open up your press conference. Last year they opened it up with The Last Guardian. Yeah, it was real. Yes, it's coming soon. This year they open up with God of War, and I was wowed when I saw Kratos stepping out of the shadows, a much older and wiser looking Kratos. Yeah, this game looks phenomenal, and a lot of people have been noticing the different direction that God of War is taking. It's not this far back over the action type of God of War that we've grown accustomed to over the past trilogy. This looks like a brand new God of War set. It looks like Kratos is heading into the Norse mythology, so he's out of the Greek and Roman thing and doing the Norse god thing now, which is pretty cool. Also, the art direction has changed incredibly. It looks more like a Naughty Dog game, or along those lines. It's a beautiful game. Everybody can say, well, now all these Sony games look the same. Well, I'm okay with that, because look at how amazing they look. I like this. I like this direction that Sony is going with their first parties. This game looks phenomenal. We got to see a little bit of combat, a little bit of this. During the combat sequence, I noticed that some of the AI didn't respond. They may have turned the AI off just because they're just demonstrating visuals and things like that at this point in time. So they might have turned some of the enemy AI off just so that they can get quickly where they need to go within this gameplay demo. We finally get to see what Ben Studio is working on. When I first saw this trailer, I was thinking, honestly, The Last of Us 2. But then again, I was thinking, why would Sony Ben be working on The Last of Us 2? What the hell is going on here? Is The Last of Us already going out to other developers? Is Naughty Dog helping on this? Again, it looks like a Naughty Dog game. It looks like the God of War, the same tone, the same graphic fidelity and stuff. It looks pretty. I like this look that they're going for. But this is Days Gone, which is interesting. It is a zombie game. To be honest, I am sick of zombie games. I think I just don't care. But this looks pretty cool. A pretty cool take. You're part of a biker gang that has lived through the apocalyptic plague of sorts. So the dead don't ride, right? Then they showed an extended trailer. They actually closed with this as well. I'm not going to show what they closed with, but they showed some gameplay at the end. Of course, the theatrical or the story trailer here, but then they closed with some gameplay, and the gameplay looks fun. It looks like a lot of zombies, and it looks like, damn. Other people don't know how to do zombies. That's how scary and how the vibe I got from this. It looks really, really good. I can't wait to see more. So bravo. Good job. The Last Guardian. Yeah, they showed a little little bit more of The Last Guardian, but they didn't overstay their welcome. They know that this game has been out there in development hell for a long time. People are tired of seeing it at length at E3. They didn't show us anything at length. They showed Bird Dog come out, pretty much how, and then gave a date. And that date is going to be October 25th of this year. That's badass. It is real. It is happening. And that's awesome. Horizon Zero Dawn. We have seen a lot of this, much like Watch Dogs. We've seen a lot of all throughout this week. We've seen more Horizon Zero Dawn stuff all through this week. I am glad. I am totally into this. I am totally psyched out for this. I totally want to get my hands on it. I don't think that they need to show it too much more at the upcoming events. This was enough. I really like this post-apocalyptic unique take where I am pretty much a cave woman, a futuristic cave woman at that is taking on robot dinosaurs. Show me more RPG greatness. I like how it's got like that Dark Souls vibe to it, where in the combat there's a little bit of rolling, a little bit more strategic things that you got to be doing, but like The Witcher and some of these other games, you're going to be making some dynamic choices via dialogue and things like that. So yeah, bring it on. The world looks beautiful. I just can't wait to see more. There is so much of this game that I'm excited about, and it's really cool to see Guerrilla Game Studios, of course, do something other than Killzone, which they are known for. And matter of fact, this does look a little Killzone-esque, but again, it's got that same over-the-shoulder naturalistic vibe that the other games have, which you know, the Uncharted, the Last of Us, and the all of that. It's got the same vibe going on, and a lot of people have noticed that all their games are starting to look alike. All of Sony first-party games are starting to look alike, and I'm okay with that. They look good, they look entertaining, they look fun. So these are the worlds that I want to play in. I'm okay with the fact that they all look similar. Not exactly the same, but similar. And yet another exclusive that is another Sony exclusive. This would be the fifth one that they showed directly in a row, and this is the new David Cage game, the new Quantic Dreams game, if you will. The same people who brought us Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls. This is Detroit Become Human. It showed at Paris Games Show last year. I did not see that show. So this is the first time that I've really got to see this game. It looks pretty good, but I'm not really into these type of games. It's like a Telltale game, if you will, to where, or a modern point and click, if you will. That's what these games are. If you're into that, if you're into literally playing a movie, you know, just making choices, just making actions. It seems like they got this really cool rewind, play your choices out differently mechanic going on. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it works out. I did enjoy Heavy Rain, but I enjoyed Heavy Rain once through, you know what I mean? It doesn't have the same impact if you play it again, and I'm sure this game is no different, where the initial impact will be pretty cool, but the second time you go through it, as in most point and click games, most of these point and click adventure games, they don't have the same impact the second time through. So we'll just have to wait and see. PlayStation took the time here to show VR, and the way they showed VR was just they showed the VR headset, and then they turned it around, and then poof, you're in a VR game, which was pretty cool. They showed a sci-fi shooter called Farpoint. They showed Star Wars Battlefront VR X-Wing mission. I guess it's just one mission with the X-Wing. Batman Arkham VR. We just got a teaser with Mark Hamill's the Joker. Doing something for VR, whatever it is. More Final Fantasy 15 with chocobos and stuff, and get to play as a special character in VR. That's pretty cool. But I think the amazing thing that they showed was the Resident Evil 7 VR. So yeah, I think what Resident Evil is doing is pretty interesting. They are taking what Konami and Kojima did with the PT stuff, and they're just going wild with it. A true return to form with actual horror gameplay, getting back to your roots, if you will. Let's try to scare the shit out of you. This looks creepy, it looks scary. I'm excited to see what Resident Evil 7 has in store for us. There is a demo that is available now that I will be playing probably live for you guys at some point, just to give you guys my reaction on it. Because I can't wait to get my hands on something like this, and I was very blown away with PT. This looks like it's gonna blow you away in the same scary vibe, and hopefully the entire game's like this. I know it's not exclusive to VR, it's not exclusive to PlayStation, it's going to be out there, but there is going to be that VR experience for PlayStation VR. It's quite intriguing, it's quite interesting, it's quite creepy, and I can't wait to just have the living shit scared out of me. Now let me ask, if you actually watched PlayStation's conference, do you know what game this is? Because at first I didn't know what game this was, and I was blown away with the gameplay trailer here. And it's a game that I wouldn't have thought that I would be blown away by, but yet here I am going, wow, that actually looks good. And that is the new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I was thinking that this was probably some of that Mass Effect stuff that they didn't want to show yet, or maybe some of that Dead Space goodness, Resurrection going on, or maybe just a new sci-fi, maybe Destiny 2, maybe Titanfall. They're showing, hey, Titanfall is finally coming over to the PlayStation 4. We're going to get some gameplay from that. Nope, that's not what this is at all, guys. This is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, the assault on the airship assault trailer, and it was awesome. Unfortunately, there was nobody saying, nope, we changed our mind. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered is not going to be part of this. Nope, it's still a thing. They're still selling together. It's still $80. I'm still pissed about that. Am I more likely to buy Infinite Warfare now because of this trailer? Probably, because wow. That's all I can say is wow. They wowed me, and I don't get wowed from Call of Duty. I detest Call of Duty. I don't like Call of Duty. Now, does this mean that the gameplay is going to change? Probably not. They got to do some stuff within the single player campaign, but they can't rock the boat too much because they've already got people attached to that multiplayer and the way multiplayer plays that they can't change the formula up too much. But I can tell you this, this space battle shit, I think they're wanting to say, hey, EA, look at us. We wanted to do Star Wars, and if we did it, this is what it would look like, and it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty awesome. How much of this is on rails, though? It is a Call of Duty game, so the question is, how much of this is on rails? How much of this are you actually controlling? I don't know. We'll just have to wait until somebody gets their hands on it. This year in Skylanders, yeah, you know what? I'm not a huge Skylands kind of guy. Never been the Toys to Life kind of guy. Don't really care. But hey, save the Bandicoot. Here's some Crash. And if this isn't enough Crash Bandicoot, Sony's worked out a deal with Activision where they're going to remaster Crash, the first 3 Crash games from PS1 and bring them over to the PS4. That's exciting. Hopefully, if enough people buy the software, they'll bring out a new Crash Bandicoot game. I've never really been a Crash fan myself, but hey, you guys wanted it. The fans wanted it. If you want a new Crash game, buy the Skylanders, buy Crash 1, 2, and 3. Show them how much you love Crash and how profitable a new Crash game would be for them. And I'm sure they'll crank one out. That's how shit works. So, yeah. So another thing that Sony did is they showed Lego Star Wars Force Awakens. That's cute. But what really blew everybody away is when Hideo Kojima walked out onto stage and said, I'm back. And then not only am I back, but here's something you probably didn't know. I have something in mind for my next game. Here it is. Let me show you what we put together in this short amount of time, and all I could keep saying is, fuck Konami, this is great. This is Konami. Here's the middle finger. There you can see handcuffs, and look, they're not on. The handcuffs are off. It's symbolism of I'm free. Do you get that? Do you get that, Konami? Look at this. Norman Reedus, yes, Norman Reedus and Hideo Kojima are going to still work on a game. It's not Silent Hills. We don't need you, Konami, to work. We don't need you anymore. I'm back. I'm the creative mind. I'm the creative force. This is what we're going to do. Way to go. Congratulations, Kojima. The name of this game, of course, is called Death Stranding. It was a big surprise to see here on the Sony stage so soon. It says in-game engine, but I saw an interview where Kojima was actually talking to Jeff Keighley after this presentation, and he said it's down between 1 or 2 engines. This could be the engine, or there's another one that we're thinking about going with. But the game's still much in early pre-production. We probably won't see an actual game for at least 3 or 4 years. So be patient, but I'm just so glad that Kojima gets to come out and be like, yeah, I'm free now. This is another thing that I'm kind of excited about, because the last time that I played a good Spider-Man game was probably Spider-Man 2, early Activision Spider-Man games. And that is Marvel taking back their licenses from Activision. So Marvel now retains their own licenses to publish games, which is a great thing. And they're going to go after good game makers who know video games, who know how to put together good experiences. This is Insomniac's take on Spider-Man. I like the suit. I like the white spider. It's not what we're used to seeing, which is pretty cool. Spider-Man's back in a whole new way. None of this is gameplay. None of it. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I want to see what Insomniac's take on Spider-Man is, because we desperately need a good Spider-Man game. We desperately need good Marvel games, because people will buy them, people will love them, and I love the direction that Marvel has taken with their franchises. And that was pretty much it, guys. That was Sony in a nutshell. Sony came out and they showed you game after game after game. Minimal talking, only talking when you have to talk. And it was usually, oh, here's something we're working on. This is VR. Here, let me show you some VR stuff. That's it. They came on the stage, they got off the stage. Live orchestra to be the soundtrack for all of these games was amazing. It was brilliant, and wow, the exclusives here, they are more, Sony's always done this. They've always intrigued me more with their exclusive first party games than other companies have. And I continually come back to see what else Sony is working on year after year, and I can't wait to see more throughout this year and next year. So good job, Sony. Wow. Like anything else that you see on this channel, that's just one man's thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts down in the comment below as you rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me over at Twitter at Stando TV, and over at Twitch, twitch.tv/Stando TV. Until next time, guys, I really do love your face. Thank you for watching my channel. I appreciate it. This is, I might cover a little bit of Legend of Zelda tomorrow or something. Make a short video what I think about Zelda, but I don't think that I'm going to cover Square Enix press conference or the PC gaming conference, because they're typically boring. If there's exciting news to come out of there, I'm sure I'll share it with you when the time's appropriate, but I think this is going to be the last conference that I really cover. So until next time, guys, have a good one.